The 2022 NCC Condensation Management provisions build on the initial 2019 provisions and are developed to further decrease health risks and building damage associated with high moisture levels in new homes. They are included in both Volume 1 and Volume 2, and are therefore mandatory in all residential home construction. This video is designed as a simple and practical summary of one of the three sections of the regulation, including suggestions for builders and contractors with developing effective, simple and cost-efficient solutions. For simplicity's sake, we will refer to the section numbers of Volume 2, the Condensation Management section. 10.8 has three subsections. Subsection 10.8.1 deals with insulation and vapor permeable membranes. 10.8.2 covers exhaust systems and is covered in this video. 10.8.3 covers ventilation of the roof space and is reviewed in our next video. The information in this video is contained in our Condensation Management Handbook. See the link in the comments below. Here is an excerpt of the NCC regulation. We will explain this in simple and practical terms. Exhaust fans now must be treated as range hoods traditionally have been, and air must be exhausted externally. It is no longer an option under NCC regulations to vent fans up into the roof cavity and use a combination of non-ducted roof and eave vents to recirculate the air in the roof cavity. In our experience, most builders are using a combination of ducted roof, wall, eave, and now also fascia vents to suit different house designs and styles. Range hoods usually require 125 or 150 mm ducting. The most common duct size for newer exhaust fans is 150 mm diameter. Let's take a quick look at all four options. Ventilation via the roof has long been popular for venting out range hoods, and remains a simple and popular method under the new regulations. Downsides include roof vents being highly visible, and as with any roof penetration, there is a risk of leaking. We have developed multiple solutions, and all options are BAL 40 compliant, from the traditional cowl, pipe, and flashing, to our compact roof vent. Plastic options also exist. Our preferred option is the low-profile roof vent, suitable for tiled or metal roofs and available in 9 ColorBond colors. This can even fit under a solar panel and hence becomes almost invisible on the roof. Check out the separate video on this range. Venting exhaust fans and range hoods via the wall is another option, and is particularly popular in single-story homes, especially in brick or weatherboard, but also in cement-cladded walls. Wall venting is discreet and usually well protected from the weather. Plastic vents may be used, but ensure that plastic is UV stabilized, and check your BAL rating. Generally, aluminium is a preferred material. We carry standard BAL 19 grill vents with mesh. Some prefer gravity vents that prevent backdrafts. Our preferred options are the BAL 40 double brick aluminium weatherproof louve with steel duct adapter, or the single brick aluminium louve vent with a 150 mm diameter ABS adapter for an even more discreet look. There is a separate video on this range as well. Exhausting air via the eave with ducted eave vents is the lowest cost and arguably the most visibly discreet alternative. It also offers minimal chances of water ingress. The downside of eave venting is that many modern homes no longer have eaves. However, if a home has eaves, this can be a great option. There are standard screw-in plastic eave vents. A big improvement is our snap-in eave vents with a longer neck and 3 different face designs to choose from. All have mesh and are BAL 29 compliant. Venting fans via the fascia is also an alternative, and can be a great option for homes that do not have eaves. This is a new method, but one that is quickly growing in popularity as it is lower cost and less visible than using roof vents. This is usually installed by the roofing contractor on new builds. Our new BAL 40 aluminium fascia vents come in 9 ColorBond colors to match most common fascia colors. A rectangular hole is cut in the fascia. The aluminium face rivets onto the front of the fascia with an adapter attached to the rear for connecting to ducting. Minimum flow rates for fans have been set. This is necessary as the fans have to expel air out of the ducting and not just into the roof cavity. These minimum rates of 25 or 40 litres per second are quite low, and we would recommend a higher performance fan to ensure effective ventilation. Quoted flow rates are under laboratory conditions and will always be lower in residential applications. If a bathroom, laundry, or sanitary cabinet is not considered to be naturally ventilated under Section 10.6.2a, the exhaust fan needs to be interlocked with the light switch. Additionally, a run-on timer is required so that the fan runs for 10 minutes after the light switch is turned off. Some fans have a built-in run-on timer, others do not, and require a run-on timer to be hardwired into the fan. When selecting an exhaust fan, consider using one with a built-in run-on timer for easier and lower cost installation. Also ensure that the fan meets the minimum airflow requirements. The pictured 250SX exhaust fan has a run-on timer with 2 DIY plugs for easy installation. The black plug connects to a permanent power supply, and the white to the light switch loop. At 104 litres per second, the fan is well over the minimum requirements, so is ideal for long duct runs. Under 10.8.23 vented clothes dryers require external venting. This is usually done in 100mm diameter ducting through the wall with a kit similar to the one pictured. Condenser and heat pump dryers do not need external venting. As an architectural design issue, rather than a construction issue that has ideally been addressed before the build commences under 10.8.25 in non-naturally ventilated wet areas, makeup air is required to be provided from an adjoining room or in compliance with AS 1668.2. Ducting is not required to be insulated. Semi-rigid or flexible ducting may be used. We recommend semi-rigid ducting for its higher efficiency. Compliant ducting in a range of diameters, along with clamps and duct tape, are widely available from building supply, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC outlets. Shorter duct runs make for less pressure drop and more effective ventilation. For more information, go to our website alpineventilation.com.au or check out the product videos on our YouTube channel. If you like this video and want more ventilation tips, check out our website and read the Condensation Management Handbook, like and subscribe. And look out for our upcoming video on Section 10.8.3 on ventilation of roof spaces.